Hello everyone. So in this video I'm going to be showing off the entire map, every single Easter egg, every single thing that exists in it, just everything. And if you haven't already tried exploring the map for yourself, I recommend doing that because this will spoil everything. Additionally, if you're on Bedrock, some of the stuff I'm going to show isn't going to work because it's redstone doors and such. But you can still explore the map because all the important redstone doors I kind of like just made always open so you can walk in it. So yeah, this video is going to be pretty long. I'm going to have timestamps leading to different parts of it if you want to see different parts. But yeah, so I guess we'll get right into it. So the first village I'm in, this is the starting village. I didn't name any of the villages. I just kind of I'm naming them in the order that I built them. So this is actually the last village that I built, and I think it's one of the cooler looking ones. Like the interiors look better. I just kind of got better as I went for a lot of this stuff. I think anyway. That's just my opinion. Yeah. So this is where all the information about the map is. If you want to play the adventure map, you just walk in here, keep going, and then there's the chest with the book of hints, and then you can leave. So this village doesn't have much stuff going on. So basically, here's how all the villages work. So I would build a house, and I'd leave the first floor empty, or I'd fill it in, but usually they're empty. And the reason I did that is that way I could make the first floors unique and have different shops and stuff, while leaving the upstairs, which is just kind of like a kitchen, bedroom, etc., the same, and copy or paste the house around and then make all of them unique on the first floor. So that's how most of these houses work. Some of them, like this one, have just a house. There's no shop. I'm not going to go inside every single house. I will go inside all the ones that have something interesting or like an Easter egg or something cool in them, because there are so many houses it would take absolutely forever. Also, if you're wondering, I'm using the Patrix resource pack and Solar's Extreme Shaders. If I get more lag later, I may change out the resource pack, but the shaders I'll leave on. Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite resource packs ever made. It's just unbelievably beautiful. Everything's variated. Yeah, it's just an amazing resource pack. I don't have much else to say. So, first, I guess cool house is the visitor center. There's some stuff you can buy in here, and then here is the giant map of the entire kingdom. This is the entire thing. There's actually 2 of these maps located in the world, and you can find them. But this is the first one located here. The other one is located here. And yeah, so if you want, you can come in there and look at that in more detail, but just saying it exists. So yeah, the next cool thing about this village is it has a big mine kind of in it. So this mine, there's not much going on, but these mine shafts have like ores and stuff in them. If you're in survival, you may want to mine them out because they're kind of in like not correct places. Like we got diamonds on like down this one, I think there's like diamonds at like level like 30 or something. It's just not correct. So if you're in survival, just take that in mind. So you know, if you want to play realistically, don't mine those ones. There are ores everywhere. This is actually a vanilla map, at least at the base level, so you will find ores if you mine down. So yeah, so that's the mine. Next we have the ore smelting area. Not much to it. We got a dock area with a single crane. Again, not much to this either. Just got some cargo some small boats to use to get around if you want. You can get around all the rivers of this map. All the rivers are connected. I wanted that to be realistic, because it really bothers me in vanilla terrain when the river's like cut off. And yeah, I had to fix all of them. So yeah, this outer wall you can walk on, go inside the towers. All the towers have a staircase, and you can spy on people, I guess. Yeah. So that's the first village. I showed all the interesting houses, I guess you could say. So we'll just walk to the next village. So I guess now I'll explain how I actually made this map. So this map, like I said, was originally 100% vanilla terrain. I basically made a random seed, found the spot where I wanted to build a castle, and made the castle. That took like 200 hours. Then I decided that the castle wasn't enough. I spent so much time on the castle, I was like, I kind of want something cooler around it. So I kind of first replaced all the surrounding terrain with like kind of like hills, or just flattened it, kind of. Added some wheat fields, some trees, vanilla trees by the way. And then I decided that wasn't good enough. So then I went and imported the map into World Painter, and then added the mountains, which circle the entire map. And that caused a few glitches. Like I had to replace all the stone wall blocks because those all got screwed up, but luckily there weren't that many of them. But that's pretty much the only main glitch it caused. But other than that, it actually worked really well, and I just had to manually smooth certain parts of the terrain with World Edit, which didn't take long at all. So then I decided that wasn't good enough, and I deleted all of the vanilla trees and replaced them all with custom trees that I either found or made. So yeah, and now here we are. So the next building is this tavern you can find along the road. Not much to it. It has an inn also. Yeah, so that was a side note. So after I replaced all of the trees, I then went and added, I think at that point I had 1 out of 4 villages, so I added the other 3. So yeah, once I was done with that, the map was pretty much complete. All of the, most of the villages are connected by roads. You can kind of walk around and find them. There's various farmlands. Each one has a farmhouse that are connected. All of the houses, some of them are copy and paste, but they all have full interiors. That's a guarantee. There's nothing that's just blank. You can live inside all of them. They all have bathrooms, everything. The bathroom either leads to a pit or a sewer, depending on which area the house is in. So, this village doesn't have much interesting stuff. Like I said, a lot of these houses are copy and pasted, and I just changed out the first floor on them to make them all unique. If you're wondering, the ones with the signs usually means it's a unique house, or at least the first floor is. And yeah, I'll show off this house though. So this is the house that my friend built, and I really like it. I added the trees in the wall around it, but he built the house. So start with the house. That's his name. Big thanks to him. Inside there's a clock that you just heard. It rings every time sunlight changes the level, because these are technically air blocks above it. There's basically all it is. I found this design on Reddit. I put this here, by the way. There's we have a daylight sensor, an observer, and then a bell. It's super simple, and it actually works. And then obviously we have a clock on the front, and it not only tells the time, but it rings. It's a really cool clock. Ring again. So yeah, that's about it for this house. On the exterior, I added the Sakura trees. I put these trees in 2 places. I designed these trees myself. I didn't find them online. They're kind of based off some online ones I found, but they're a lot smaller and they use different blocks. So we got a nice pond here and a nice garden. Not much else to it. Again, there's the bell again. If you go here, so now we're gonna go to basically the castle after I first go to this village. I mean, not village, these farmhouses. Some of these fields are kind of like connected to like the same house, if you get what I mean. So like this person would own like that field and that field. So there's only one farmhouse for both the fields because they're super close. The farmhouse is very simple. This one has an outhouse in the back. So yeah, not much to it. So come back here. Over here we got like a nice ditch. Just kind of wanted that there, so I added it. You can cross it. Then there's a bridge that crosses the river. If you were wondering, the castle I'm gonna get to last. Again, there's gonna be timestamps for all of this. I'm gonna start outside and work my way in. So that's the castle there. And over here's another farmhouse. So now we're gonna kind of ignore the castle. Give you a good night view of it though. I think it looks really good at night. And then go straight to this village. So this one is the second to last village I built, and I really like how it turned out. I used kind of a log cabin design combined with like a medieval roof design. This one is heavily copied and pasted like the second one I showed you. But there are some unique houses in here. This one is not copied and pasted. This is just unique. It's the inn. If you go upstairs, there's various rooms you can go in. Not much else to it. So yeah, that's that village. Show you an overhead view. Night view instead of today. Yeah, so now I'm gonna kind of fly around and show all the Easter eggs that are located on the outside of the map. So, starting over here, we have the river, the big river. So if you follow this, you'll lead outside the map, and the terrain here gets really screwed up. So this isn't technically part of the map, it's just kind of like there. Because this is kind of where World Editor meets vanilla terrain. Yeah, so it gets really messed up. But this is where all the trees are. So if you wanted to use any of the trees I used in this map, they're all here. Please note that some of these are made by other people for custom tree packs that will be linked, obviously. And yeah, so that's it for the trees. If you want to know how I placed the trees, they're all placed manually with World Edit, obviously. And I have a tutorial on how I did that, but it's quite simple. I'll link that in the description. So the next Easter egg we have is, if you go over here, there's a big swamp. There's different biomes in this map. Swamp biome is one of them. So if you walk over here, we got a Beware Ogre sign. It's a map art. And then we got Shrek's house. So I used some reference images for this. There's some stuff I couldn't really get a picture of, like this back room, but I tried. That's what I came up with. So then up here, obviously, we have the famous outhouse. Nothing to see in there. Then we got the pond where he takes a bath in. Has the chimney, obviously. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So, sorry about that. Going farther around. There's only 2 or 3 more things located around the forest. I try to not put stuff in the forest just because it's like have fun finding it. Like, I just kind of put random stuff like this. So this is actually a real life building. I put it in here because it's kind of an inside joke within my friend group, but it's like a meme building. And yeah, it's called the A-frame. It's filled with smoke because we typically blow off fireworks in it. And that's why, like, that's missing because a firework blew it up. That's why, like, there's various holes. The windows were spray painted in real life, so, and broken, obviously, so I had to do that. Yeah, there's not really that much to it. So that's the A-frame. I just put it there because it's, I made a forest, and in real life this is located in the middle of, like, a random-ass forest. So, I wanted it there. Next thing, if you go over here, this treehouse has a tree in it. I mean, I'm so stupid. This tree has a treehouse in it, and it's really basic, but it's just hidden in there. Yeah. So if you want the ultimate challenge, there's one single vanilla tree grown from a sapling located in the entire map. I'll give you a hint, it's located in this area, but I'm gonna be honest, I actually forgot where exactly it is, so can't really say, but I know it exists because I remember putting it there. And if you do find it, there's a sign that says, "Congrats, you found the one vanilla tree." Let's see if I can quickly find it. I don't think I will. It's, especially with this texture pack, it's hard to, you have to like have nothing on. It all looks too furry, even vanilla trees. So the last thing located outside the main area is, well, first there's this arch here. This is actually naturally generated, and I added some trees and vines to it, but I thought that was cool that somehow managed to survive the import into World Painter. So I got this log cabin here. If you go inside it, there's a room, there's a bathroom. This one's not connected to a sewer. There's a bedroom up here. It's really simple. Over here we got a nice lake that I built the log cabin on. And up here we got some more lakes. What the hell happened here? Huh. Oh, it froze. Oh, because I turned... Oops, I turned, weather cycle, I think it was on. Yeah, I turned weather cycle on. That's what happened. Oh. That should fix it. Yep. So, yeah. Should probably change that in the download. Maybe I'll change the download, because that could get bad if if snow starts covering everything. Huh. So there's more lakes located around. Over here, there's like a flower field, which is why there's less trees in it. This is also naturally generated, and it also survived the World Painter import, so I decided to leave it. And now we're back to this village. So now I'm gonna just walk to the castle. So yeah, we got some more fields here. I love these kind of forest roads. I just think they look so cool with all the shaders and stuff. Even though they're not even that complex, it's just everything combined makes them look good. So here's our first kind of gatehouse. If you want to know how to get inside it, climb up this ladder and you're inside it. Not much to see in there, some beds and stuff. So go a bit farther. We got the docks area. Made these cranes. Same crane that I showed you at the beginning there. They took quite a while to design, but I think they turned out well. Even though they're not like historically accurate, I don't know. I just wanted some cranes. So then we got the main boat. This one's being unloaded. There's a bunch of stuff in the basement. And then if you go over here, you can go into the corridors. Nothing else in the boat, really. Same goes for the other boat. It's actually exactly the same as this one, except the sails are down. I'll just go over it to show you. And while we're here, I'll also show you something that's under the boat. Might help to have it at noon, yeah. Otherwise I'm gonna have to use the night vision. Actually, I'll probably use night vision anyway. Come on. Oh, I guess night vision doesn't work with the shaders. But anyway, we got a sunken... I think it's a B-17. Or B-25, I don't remember the exact model. I'm not good with airplanes, but... it's a World War II plane. There's some bombs in here. Cockpit. It's just flooded with water and decrepit. There's also some map arts on it. Nothing much. It's just another Easter egg I decided to add, because why not? So yeah, that's that. So, now that we're back here, I'm actually gonna skip the castle and go straight to the first village I built. So, yeah, so over here we have the horse racing track. There's a grandstand. Behind the grandstand we got some merchant shops. Simple stuff. I'm not gonna go that way, I'm gonna go this way. So eventually I will explain all the different ways to get into the castle, but for now, or all the ways I know of, there might even be more, but there's a lot of them. But for now I'm just gonna show off the main village. Now this village, unlike the other ones, every single house is unique first floor. So some of them are unique entirely, most are not, they're copied and pasted, but they all have a unique first floor. So for instance, this one's a restaurant, so we got like a cooking area. Um, and we got a nice outdoor eating area. We got a market. Some have the same name on the front, but they're actually different inside. So you'll see like store, because I didn't know what else to name it. Here we got a clock maker with more of those clocks I showed earlier. Yeah, so this store, if you can figure out what's sold inside here, then great. If you can't, that's also great. Got some bookstore. Yeah, we got a important. Everyone needs this one item, and they sell stuff here. Butcher. One of my friends built this. I love the chickens. And we got some like blood on the floor with the Patrix pack. The redstone actually looks like blood, which I think is hilarious. More restaurants. This is the biggest tavern. Again, I'm not going to show all of these. If you want to see all of them, feel free, but it's kind of a massive pain to walk through all of them. I'll show all the ones that have like secret stuff. So this one's the chapel. And if you go in here, go over here, there's a devil summoning room. My friend also built this. Got some graffiti. Some more stuff over here. Right here, there's actually a secret door. Climb up that. You end up in the sewer. Do show this more of the sewer later, but it's a sneak peek. Now, if you were paying attention earlier, I said every single house has a bathroom. It's also true for these houses. And for these ones, every single bathroom connects to the sewer. So, the sewers have a lot going on here. You can get in the sewer probably like 100 different ways. The question is, how do you get out of the sewers? I'll show more of the sewers later, but this store, it's pretty basic. Yeah, I think that's all the important houses over here. Yeah, right here we got kind of an arena, and the king or whatever can stand up there and like talk to people down here. It's like an amphitheater / arena. Over here, this is the gatehouse that leads out to the other village I showed you. I think I showed this earlier, but it just leads over to here. There's that bridge walked across earlier. So yeah, so this is now the second half of the village. We got some more cafe, restaurants, bar and grill, brewery, restaurant, merchant, blacksmith, liquor store, trader. Some of these have front and back sides. So this one's the quote tavern. If you know what this is, great. If you don't know what this is, great. That's all you need to know. Over here we got the bathhouse. Over here is the art gallery. Got some interesting art. No, wait a minute. There should be a trapdoor here. I don't know why it's not. I really have to update the download. But if you do that, you can crawl in here. And we got another artwork. If you want to know how to get upstairs in this house, just go in there. And when you're upstairs. I don't know what happened to that trapdoor. Maybe I deleted it at some point, being stupid. So, I mean, there's so much going on here. I just do stuff accidentally and don't even realize the consequences. We got a morgue here. Some coffins. I think some have a skull in it. Maybe, I forgot. Yeah, this one has a body in it. With the skull. Yeah, so that's the village. The main village. So now I'm gonna show the sewer. I'm gonna set the time set noon to see it better. Actually, I should just do this. Go into spectator. This is what it looks like under it. So notice there's two entrances, one on this side and one all the way on this side. And there's a lot going on in the sewer. All of the houses have toilets that lead straight into the sewer. Some have like staircases. There's some manholes you can find. There's just a lot of stuff. This is the redstone for the door I showed earlier. The ladders I went up, it just leads into here. Another thing you can find is behind here, if you go in here a bit, there's actually a cave. You can crawl. If you're walking here, I thought this was pretty cool because it's like hidden. If you jump and crouch or something, to figure out how to do it again. Yeah, like that. You can get up here. If you turn this way, you'll see the sewer. A lot of times you have to crouch through to get through like holes, small holes, but yeah. Torch. Should be doing it. So at the beginning I gave you torches to do this with Optifine, and it looks really cool, I think. But if you don't turn around, you can keep going. If you go up this ladder, it just leads into one of the houses. And I'll show more of that cave later, but that's one of the ways to get inside the castle. As is the sewer. Because why wouldn't it be? So, yeah, so now I'll just start going over the ways to get inside the castle, I guess. So, again, there's another, both of these sewer entrances kind of work the same way. You swim up this, you get into here, swim there, and now you're inside the sewer. But you'll notice you actually can't swim back out because of the swimming mechanics work, the way the swimming works. So, if you want to get back out, there's one of the hints is that you should go deeper into the sewer instead of trying to get out, which is true. The only way to get out from here is to climb up. Where is it? This ladder. That's the only way. Or the cave. The cave is the other way. But other than that, you literally can't get out of it. So you're forced to go this way. Now I think I'm going to leave night vision on just because I'm trying to quickly show as much as possible. But if you go over here, there's a big maze. There's like a window you can find here. There's some connections from the higher to the lower area you could fall in if you're not careful. If you go over here, it actually leads to the other sewer for the castle itself. And you can get in that way. I'll show that later. But if you go here, you can actually lead into the kind of underground river. I'll show more about that later, but just note that that connects to the sewer also. So back to here, if you fly up here, you can fly through, go through this room. This is kind of the first catacomb or tomb or whatever you want to call it. Go up here, there's some cobwebs, another catacomb. Here, there's another catacomb, and we got some coffin dancers. And if you want to look in there, there's one of the Nether Stars. So remember, if you know, the whole point of the map is to find these Nether Stars. So yeah, if you go over here, there's actually a trap. I'll probably show the traps, how to get out of all of them, and where they all are. But for now, just remember there's a trap there. There's another redstone thing there, but so yeah, that's the sewer method of getting into the castle, or the village sewer. The other sewer you can get in is this one. So if you go up here, do the same swimming thing. Go up here, go up here, go up here. Most of these are dead ends. They all lead to various toilets that are inside the castle. But if you go in this one, you can swim up, and there's a ladder here, and you can actually get in that way. And you end up in the guard's chamber. But that's the second way to get into the castle. So, or the third way, I don't even know at this point. So now we'll go to the cave that I showed earlier. And there's a lot in this cave. But so I'll just go through it. The first thing you need to know is if you're walking here, there's this iron bar area. You can't actually enter there. You can only exit. So we'll just ignore that for now. I'll show you why that is later. If we go over here, there's a split. If you take a right, you'll lead to this random lever. If you flick it, you won't hear anything, but you should flick it. You'll see why. Then if you go here, and you look carefully, there's another random lever. Now look right here. See how there's nothing? If you flick that, that block appears. And you can parkour this over to here. Go down here, there's a bed for respawn. And now, that first lever that I flicked on the wall, that allows you to do this parkour. So these blocks that are in the lava actually won't even appear unless you do that lever. They get pushed up by the pistons underneath. This parkour isn't that hard, it's just a few head hitters and quad jumps. I suck at this. Yeah, there we go. So then you can find the X-Wing fighter. There's really nothing else here, it's just an X-Wing fighter. You can't actually go inside it if you open that. Sit in the minecart. But yeah. It's just another Easter egg. It's actually covered. I did that so you can't even find it. If you're in spectator, you might miss it. So I covered it with empty blocks to make it harder to find. So yeah, that's the X-Wing. So there's no like Nether Star or anything because it's intentionally hard to find, but it exists. So if you keep going, you can end up in this pit. If you swim this way, this is actually the well of the castle. So yeah, you can actually get inside by swimming there. You know what? I'm just gonna go back. It's pretty simple. So, and I'll do more night vision. So, there's another kind of quick parkour you have to do there. Then you can go up the staircase. It's a long staircase, so I'm not going to do it. But you can see the well there that I just showed. This leads to the prison. Now, there's a lot of ways to get in and escape from the prison, and I'll go through all of them. And that's when I do the traps, but just note that that's how you get to the prison, is if you go in the cave, you'll end up in the prison. Or the dungeon, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so then if you go over here, the only way to get out is this way. And you kind of end up, so now I'll just start showing the castle, I guess. Because we're in it, might as well. So you end up in this room from the prison. So the only way out is going up this way. You do that, you end up in the guard's room. Around the castle, there's these hallways that allow for you to peek out and shoot. It's kind of realistic, like a real castle. So there's lots of passages in this castle. I mean, like, I can't show them all. I can show you in spectator, but there's no way I'm walking along all of them. So this is like the guards' kind of common area. Over here, we got a kitchen. I'm just gonna show the most of this as I can. remember. I might skip rooms just because there's so many rooms. It's like hard to go through all of them. So we got a food storage area. There's like a kind of a crane here, so you can actually go down this, and you end up in the wine cellar. If you open this, you end up in that underground river I showed earlier. There's a secret passage in the wine cellar, so if you go back here, open that door, go over here, turn on night vision, you can get to this one of the other way to get into the castle, by the way. You get into here, and yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. I started showing. I should probably show the rest of the other methods of getting in after this. This leads to the armory. Guess I'll just show the armory. This is the lower armory. All these chests are full, by the way. This is the blacksmith shop for the armory. Turn off night vision. This is the main armory. Here we got some various levels of armor, enchanted armor. And then we'll go outside the castle. So these are shut right now, but you can actually exit that way. So that's the first few methods of getting in. The next method of getting in is if you go here, just set time to day again, just to make it easier to see. So you can swim through that. If you go up here, over here, you can actually parkour up this wall back here and into over there. If you fall into this lake, the only way to get out is to swim down that river. These are two holes that you can see into two of the prison cells. If you find this, this is the exit of the underground river. If you go in there, you can actually, remember how I showed that the sewer leads to the underground river? Well, if you go up, swim up the river, then you can get into the sewer and then hence get into the castle that way. So, it's another method. So yeah, another way is if you get, if you manage to get, so you can actually walk up to here, right? So you can use these trees and actually parkour onto this wall, and then walk over to here. Now, if you get to this level, it's kind of a troll, because the only way to get past this is to walk over all the way over to here, jump up here, jump over to here, jump, do some parkour, do some more parkour, and you'll end up here, and then you have to do one of these Neos, I think, 2 or 3, I don't even remember. You have to do like a Neo, and click the button, and there's another redstone door. And then you can click the button to shut it. Yeah, so that's another way to get into the castle. Another troll route. And again, like, there's so many different ways you could go to get to each of these spots. It just creates so many different possible combinations of methods to get in. So this is kind of another troll route. If you go in here, you can swim in it the same way. That's actually the sewer from the second castle. We'll get there eventually. If you climb up that ladder, you can exit to this like cave system. And then if you go up this ladder, there's another cave. There's kind of like people who are trying to break in. That's like the design behind this, but they made like a camp here. Go down here. You can get a view straight into the treasure room. It's just a sneak peek. But that's literally the main treasure room. You can see another one of the Nether stars. Again, we'll get there eventually, but yeah, so now I'll just keep showing you parts of the castle. So, here's a kind of, this is just a, forgot, mill house. Yeah. And then, so I guess we'll go in the route that you're, like, supposed to go to get into the castle. So if you're actually, like, the king or whatever, you'll go this way. And you get to see this mirrored room. You can climb up that all the way up. If you go here, there's the drawbridge for that one I just showed you. Or the portcullis, not the drawbridge. I'm like totally blank right now. This is closed by default, but if it wasn't, you'd be able to walk there. Another portcullis. And then over here just leads outside the castle. You go over here, you can find the garden. There's 2 entrances to the outside level. The other one I showed you, it's by the armory. But if you go here, so now, I guess I'll just start here. If you go up this staircase, it leads to the bridge that goes over to the second castle. So we'll get to that later, but that's just for reference. So if you take a right here, get to this big hallway. There's like a lighting glitch here, so times at night. For some reason that's a bit wrong. So this is the main throne room. There is some secrets in here. I guess I'll just start showing the traps now, because why not? This is not a trap, but if you climb up this, there's a lever. You flick the lever, and there's actually a secret passage here. And this is actually an escape route. Oh yeah, you can do that also. And that leads to... This leads to the place where the coffin dancers are, I showed earlier, the tombs, and you can escape through the sewers from here. So yeah, that's one of the escape routes. Flick that shut. So if you click this, you may notice there's a chest. That's another Nether Star, by the way. If you click the chest, you get trolled, sent to the prison. So there's 2 ways to escape this. One is the hard way. You parkour all the way up here. Note that chains have a different hitbox than iron bars. So you can actually jump onto the chain and then the iron bar. And then keep doing that. That one, it actually helps to not jump on the iron bar and instead... Whoops. Jump there. Jump there. Whatever, I suck at it, but you get the idea. Then once you get up here, you actually have to do a lot of stuff to get out of this. So, first thing you do is you go over to this cell. After opening that first door I just flew through. Jump up here and there's a lever. Flick that. Go here to this room, and then you'll see that piston open. Then you can jump up to this ladder. And now you're at the upstairs level of the prison. So there's 2 levels. So once you're at this level, that shouldn't be shut. Don't know why it is. That'll be open, and then this also shouldn't be shut. You go here, and then escape. Yeah, but again, that's kind of the bad way, because it's kind of a dead end. I mean, it's just super annoying. So, the real way of escaping is you do that, and you go here, and you end up here, and you can escape into the river. So that's the first trap. I'll just go through all the traps, I guess. Another trap is if you walk, where goes this way, behind the coffin, or front of the coffin dancers. Go here, there's a tripwire, trigger that, you get teleported to this prison cell. So in here, there's a lever. Flick that, you walk through the painting, go up here, get into that. Flick that, hit the button, and you're down. Then you can go over to here and quickly walk out of the door before it shuts, and then you've escaped. So that's how you escape that one. Oh yeah, those doors that I opened there were shut because if you do it the other way, you can actually open them from the inside and then escape out the parkour route that way, but it's just kind of like a troll, I guess. So that's the second trap. We'll get to all the traps eventually, but yeah, so I guess we were here, right? So, oh yeah, we were at the throne room. Let's turn night vision off. You go this way, you get to the cathedral. And how you get to from the cathedral, you can get to the catacombs. So if you go down here, this way, you're now in the catacombs. Wrong one. That's the catacombs. There's another Nether Star located right there. You can see the vaulted ceiling with that. Up here there's an organ. Not much else to see. You go along the outside here. I mean, all these towers are fully, most of them are fully furnished. You can go inside here and just walk all the way through these side passages. There's just so many. You can walk around the entire outside of pretty much the entire castle if you wanted to. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. But I think for the purposes of being simplistic, I'm going to stick to the main passages. If you go up this main staircase, you can get to different levels, such as this reading area. If you go to this level, there's various bathrooms. There's multiple levels of these bathrooms, but if you go over here, this is the bedrooms. Now, if you go to the level below this, it's the fun level, and you'll see why. So this is like the cool level. You got the library on one side. There's a lot of important stuff in here. If you go this way, climb up this ladder, or not this ladder, then maybe it was. No, it's this ladder. Let's go that way. There's a button there if you notice it. Hit the button. And then open this door. A chest. Book of Hints 2, combination lock, and another Nether Star. So, open the combination lock. We'll just keep that on hand for now, but that's what it's there for. If you click that, you can close the door. And it'll eventually close, as you can see. You know what, actually I'm going to put the combination lock book back. Okay, so I'll use this map. This version of the map. Because sometimes if I find like an error, I'll update the download on MediaFire. And if I end up doing something stupid to this one, it'll screw up that. So here's another level of the bathtub. One of the changing rooms. And then we get to the pool. So if you go inside the pool and like there's a drain, it actually leads to the sewer. everything leads to the sewer. There's no, it's all there. There's various bathrooms everywhere. There's the entire servants' quarters on this side. That's hard to get to. It's kind of like a maze in there, but you can get there. Again, I really recommend that you go through and just explore yourself, because it's way more interesting. But this is just kind of showing where all the really secret stuff is. So this is the dance room. Not much in there. So yeah, that's the upper levels. It's just kind of bedrooms or reading areas. More guard areas. Throughout the castle, there's various like guard quarters and like servants' quarters and like stuff like that. Like here, there's just a big tower full of them. Just keeps going. Here we got more guard common area above the armory. Kitchen again. The kind of the guards area, another guard area. Bathrooms. The main passage, or the main hallway. This is how you get to the servants' quarters. You go down that staircase, you can access all these levels. It's just a maze. I think I showed off that passage. Trying to find it. Yeah. So over here, there's another passage I didn't show, leads to the food storage. It's just a quick way of getting around the various storage rooms in the armory and to that tower outside. You can just get around faster if you find it. Yeah, so that's about it for the main castle. I think I've showed all of the traps that are located here. And oh yeah, if you go here, go up that. If you go here, there's like kind of some jail cells in there. It's just another thing you can find. Here's another barn with some stables. If you go here, you can access the outer wall. Basically, it's designed so you can't get to the inner wall unless you go through a portcullis or you manage to find some secret entrance. That's the whole design of it. We got some trebuchets here, some more towers. It's kind of pretty simple. I mean it's complex, but it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Here there's kind of some secret windows you can use to snoop in and snipe people that are in the cathedral. Same goes with the king's the throne room. You can guard the king or assassinate him, whichever you want. So if they're sitting here, and you go up here, if you manage to get over here, you can look down and get access to the king. Same goes with the other side. It's just a part of the outer passage, I guess. Yeah, all these passages just lead around. They all lead to various parts. There's another guard quarters below the kind of observation platform, I guess you call it. So now we'll just go to the second castle. So if you go here, I showed you this staircase earlier that leads here, right? It's just right from the beginning. Go here. And I'm not going to walk up the staircase, but if you go up the staircase, you lead into this room. Now if you go over here, I always get lost inside this one. There's some bedrooms. I think that's how you get up, if I remember correctly, but let's do this first. Over here we got the kitchen and a food storage area, another well, some more storage. It's pretty simple. If you're wondering where the well in the first castle went to, I don't think I mentioned that. It just goes to the kitchen. And down here, we got some more toilets. Those lead to the sewer for this castle. Sometimes I call it two different castles. Sometimes I call it the same castle because it's kind of combined. I don't know, whichever you think it is. Oh yeah, so here we are. This is the kind of the, I guess you could call it the kind of eating area slash like hangout, or not hangout, like planning room. I don't even know. But here's the second map that I showed you at the very beginning where it was. We are right here now. If you go up here, you can get to the king's room. No, wrong way. I think I missed it. No, maybe I didn't. Wait, yeah, I definitely missed it. Maybe I just went the wrong way. Oh yeah, that's the wrong way. So the way you get to the king's room, if you go up here, you have to go into this hallway. What? Yeah, that's the staircase going down from it. If you go over to oh yeah, I'm stupid. You have to start over here, yeah. So if you go back to this area where we were before and keep going up this side, you don't cross, you go the same side, walk over here. Now you're into the king's kind of bathroom. There's some more rooms here, I guess, for like nobles or whatever. Now you get to the main bathroom. And that's my room. I guess you could say it's the king's room, whatever. So yeah, this is this room. It's got a bar, fireplace, sitting area, nice bed, another star on the bed, by the way. If you go in here, go down that staircase, pretty long, but you get to the hot tub. And if you look out the window, you get a nice view of the lake. This water also comes from the same underground river that the well leads to. That's the well, this straight passage. And this underground river just goes down and then stops at the bottom here near the treasure room. But yeah, I just did it for realism. And it also is what generates these waterfalls that lead off the castle. Same thing. So another thing about these waterfalls is if you actually climb up one of them, so it's hard to do, but if you get to, the easiest method is if you get to here, jump off into it. You'll notice it's blocked there, but you can swim up this. And if you do that, you can get inside here. Now you may think you can't go any farther, which is probably true unless you know what you're doing. So if you notice there's a hole here, and you notice there's a water wheel here. Now what that does is now we're in the pump. It actually pumps. I made it look like a pump that pumps water up to the king's room. Take that, and if you're very careful about it, can click into the minecart into here, and we're back to here. Yeah, and you can sit in the other one too, but it's just a secret way to get into there. That's the only bath where you can do that. So I guess we'll go back to this level now, yeah. So I've showed all of the upstairs. So you go here, there's a secret door. And so I'll just walk this manually, but don't need to. Go down here, find yet another Nether Star. That's the hint Fallen Kingdom, because it's a reference to in the video they have like an end portal underneath the castle with one of the eyes missing, so I did that. So if you manage to decode the lock, it's in that book called Combination. The combination, I'm not going to decode it right now, but it opens this door. Yeah, maybe I will decode it. So if you're just doing this in Spectator and you don't want to break it, basically you want that one off and these two on, I believe. So you're going to want to, oh no wait. You have to do that way. Yeah, so that's wrong. This is the opposite. You want that. Yes, you want that one on and these two off. And that'll cause this top part to turn red. Basically, here's an AND gate, so so the second level is the same thing. In this case, the middle one is wrong and the outer two are actually right, so we just need to change the middle one. That one turn red. In this case, the last one is right and the first two are wrong, so we'll just change the first two, and that should open the door. Yep. So this is one of the ones that doesn't work on bedrock, same with the one that I went in at the top. So now that's actually the troll button, don't click that. If you click up there, there's another button, and that opens this staircase which leads down. I'll click the troll button quickly just to show you where it does. So it leads you to the torture chamber, and there's only one way to get out. You have to go down here, hit that, and that opens this door, and you can get out this way. And remember, pretty much early on I showed you that wall there. That's how you get out, and now you end up in the cave. So that's how you get out of that room. And so back to here now. If you click the right button, you can jump down. Now you get to here. Now this is the last trap, and it's the hardest to get past. Let's see if I can do it. Nope, I didn't do it. So if you don't get past that, you get caught in this prison tower. Now this is one of the harder ones to escape from. The key is you have to flick all these levers on. Only 3 of them are required, but the easiest way is to just turn them all on and you'll hit the 3 that are needed. So once you're in there, you can go this way, go this way. Go this way. It's kind of a maze you have to crawl through. Now you're in the sewer, of course. Everything leads to the sewer, like I said. So, yeah, so that's how you escape the third one. Or the last trap, the 4th trap. There's 4 traps. So yeah, this is the redstone for this door, if you were wondering. So yeah, once you get past all of that, now you're in the final treasure room, and yeah, there's a lot in here, but it's not that much. Got some netherite blocks, some armor. It's all like fully enchanted. Yeah. These are references to famous like stuff. Barrett 50 cal, some arrow. Excalibur, Lucifer, Dark Repulsor, Mjolnir, Bazooka, Power, Stone of Power. Should have called it Power Stone, but whatever. Here we got tons of shulker boxes full of garbage, obviously. Garbage. And that's about all there is to this room. You should probably see it with night vision off. That's what it looks like. This room kind of breaks if you do it in different shader packs. Or like it doesn't look right. I think it only looks good with shaders if you're using Silders. I've tried with like BSL, ASUS, it just doesn't look as good. So over here's the armor. Oh yeah, no, this is the developer room. These are just copies of literally every single thing, including all the maps I had to use to make those big maps of the world. More tools, more armor, more stuff, more banners, all the banners, just everything I needed to store in case I broke it accidentally, didn't want to remake it. That's all stored there. So yeah, that's just about every single Easter egg and hidden thing in the entire map, I think. Now, I could be wrong. If I forgot one, it's possible, because, I mean, this is a 10-month map. Some stuff I just forgot I even did. But I think I showed almost all of it. I think I covered all the nether stars. There are 7. See if I can quickly go through them again in case you're wondering. 1 over there. Right. 1 in here, so that's 2. 1 on the bed, so that's 3. On this castle, we got 1 in the library in the chest, so that's 4. 1 here, that's 5. 1 here, that's 6. And the 7th one, oh yeah, I didn't go over the 7th one, or did I? It's in the coffin, dancer's coffin. Where is it? This one. Go here, right there, it's 7. It's all the nether stars. So, these are the 2 cells that have the windows. Yeah, and that's just about all the Easter eggs. If you're wondering where the map arts are located, if you go this way, past the trees, you can find the map arts. And there's only 3 of them. I showed where all 3 are located. And that's about it. Yeah, I honestly cannot think of anything else. So yeah, that's my entire Medieval Kingdom map. If you liked it, if you like the map, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Obviously, there will be world downloads of this map. I've posted it before, and I'll post it again in this video. For Bedrock and Java, not everything works on the Bedrock version, but I can't really do anything about that because I don't know Bedrock Redstone. But yeah, that's the map. If you liked it, yeah, that's everything, I think, if I remember correctly. Just quickly double checking the exterior because there's other like stuff. Probably forgot. Nah. Okay, so yeah, so thanks for watching. If you somehow made it all the way through that video, that's great. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe for more content and more maps like this one. Thanks for watching.